I planned a class where we're gonna focus first on the shoulders and back, more as a warm-up with some gentle stretching, lengthening, a little bit of strengthening as well. And then we move to stand-up sequence that is going to be more focused on the legs and the hips before going back to the floor for seated pose. All right, so let's start seated. You can cross your legs, whatever way works for you. You can have the 2 feet in front of you with the heels aligned, or you can have one leg on top of the other. You can be in half lotus, whatever feels comfortable. So sit tall, rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Make sure the shoulders are right above the hips. The back is long and the neck is in line with the spine. Close your eyes for a moment. Scan your body from head to toes. Take your time and see if you can notice all the little details. The sensations we're usually not aware. Now notice your breath. How it flows. And start to deepen it, breathing through the nose. Exhale through the nose. On the inhalation, feel the rib cage rising and expanding. And when you exhale, see if you can feel yourself more grounded. And just let's count 10 deep breaths from here. And focus on the breath. Acknowledge your thoughts, if you have any coming in, but just let them pass. Gently open your eyes if they're closed. Interlace your fingers. Bring the back of the hands on the crown of the head. And then on the inhalation, lengthen. Really try to press the palms towards the ceiling. And exhale, arms by your side. Breathe in again. Lengthen. Press the sitting bones down. Crown of the head up. Exhale down. Breathe in. This time, right hand to the floor. Stretch the side of the body. Come back in the center. Lengthen and stretch. come back in the center. You're gonna bring the hand to the floor, this time fingertips pointing forward. Bend the elbow and see if you can bring the other arm to below the right arm and feel a nice stretch on the back of the shoulders. Come back in the center, arms up. And let's do the other side. So fingertips pointing forward, bend the arm, and then bring the other arm beneath. Come back in the center. And let's twist. So the back, stay tall, shoulders above the hips. Last one. Exhale, twist. And come back in the center. Lift the right arm up, bend it, grab your elbow. See if you can bring the arm behind your head. So the palms is between the shoulder blades. Keep the neck long. If you want, you can bring the other arm behind the back and grab the fingers. If it's too much, if it's stressful for your neck, don't do it. Release, let's do the other arm. Arm up, bend it, grab the elbow. Use your head to push back into your arm. And if you want, grab your fingers and stretch. Release. This time, bring the right arm over the left, bend the left and wrap the right around. Maybe your palms touch. Bring the elbows away from the chest and lift them up. Press the palms together if they touch. Release. Left arm over the right. Do it the other way. Elbows away from the chest and lift. And release. We're going to bring the fingertips to the shoulders, bring the elbows together, and just draw some big circles 5 times. And then reverse 5 more times. And release, bring the right hand to the thigh and straighten the arm. Try to bring the chest close to the other thigh. Come back in the center. Let's do the other way. Come back to the center. Breathing, lengthen, and then fold forward. Walk your hands, lengthen the back. Keep the sitting bones grounded. And walk your hands back. We're going to come on the hands and knees. So, just a few cat-cow to release the spine first. Shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. Breathing out the back from the tailbone. Bring the shoulder blades back and look up. Exhale, round the back. And then press your hands down, chin to chest. 2 more. And exhale, round. Come back to a neutral position. I'm going to switch so you can see better. So here we're going to bring the big toes together, widen the knees a little bit more. And then you're going to bring the right hand to the left corner of the mat. Breathing here, exhale, twist. Breathing to cross your hands. And then exhale, twist the other side. 2 more times each time. Breathing, cross your hands. Exhale, twist. Breathe across and twist. Last time. This side and the other. Bring the hands back to the floor. Knees as wide as the hips. This time lift the right arm up. Press the left hand down. Lengthen. And then bring the shoulder behind the left wrist. Extend the left arm, square the hips. Stay here for 3 breaths. So you have a twist and you have stretching of the shoulder around the left armpit and the chest muscles. Bring the left hand by your head, press it down, come back to the standing pose, and then breathe in, left arm up. Stay here for just a few breaths. Extend the chest. And bring the shoulder behind the right wrist. Extending the right arm forward. Square the hips. Bring the right hands by the head, press it down, and come back. Tuck the toes in. From here, we're just gonna lift the knees a few inches up, engage the core. Shoulders wide above the wrists. And then keep your legs bent and just send the hips back and up. Try to bring the chest as close to your thigh as you can. Spread the fingers. And then keep the hips off the floor. Extend the legs. Send the hips back and up. Keep pressing down with your fingers, your hands. Extending your arms. Slightly bend the right leg. Try to bring the left heel to the floor. And then change. Pedal your legs a few times. Extend both legs. Take 3 deep breaths here. Try to focus on the lower back. See if you can press the hips back so you gain some space in that lower back. You're gonna lift the right leg up. Extend it. Keep pressing down with the 2 hands. Bend the right leg, open the knee towards the ceiling. Open the hip. You can do a few ankle rotation here. 3 in one direction. And then reverse. Extend the leg. Square the hips. Come to one leg plank. From here, bring the knee towards the nose. Press the hands down, round your back. Touch your knee and your nose. Bring the foot in between your hands. Adjust your stand. Square the hips. Bringing the inward back toward one another. Long back. And back leg straight. Send the hips down. Left hand to the floor, twist. Bring the hands on. Come back to one leg dog. Bend the right leg, open the hip towards the ceiling. Straighten the leg, bring the foot down. Lift the left leg up this time. Bend the left leg, open the knee towards the ceiling. Open the hip. Do your ankle rotations here. Extend the leg. One leg plank. And then bring the knee towards the nose. Round the upper back. Knee and nose touch. And bring the foot in between your hands. Low lunge. Check that the knee is above the ankle. Press the right heel back. Right hand to the floor. Twist. Bring the right hand back. One leg down with the left leg up. Bend the leg, open the knee towards the ceiling. And straighten the leg. Bring the foot down. Lift the right leg up again. Come to one leg plank. Bring the knee towards the nose, round the back. Foot to the floor, back knee to the floor. Bring the hands on the front thigh. Press the hips forward. If you want, you can lift the arms up. Relax your shoulders if you do so. Keep pressing the hips down and forward. Bring your hands in prayer. From here, twist. So the left elbow is going on the outside of the right knee. Breathing to lengthen the back. On the exhalation, twist deeper, pressing the palms against one another. Bring the hands down. Straighten the back leg. One leg dog. Bring the foot down. Lift the left leg up. One leg plank. Knee to nose. Round the upper back. Land the foot in between your hands. Low lunge. Bring the back knee to the floor this time. Flatten the back foot. Hands on the front thigh. Maybe the arms up. Bring the hips forward and down. Bring your hands in prayer and twist. So the shoulders are away from the ears. Breathing to lengthen. Exhale, press the palms, twist deeper. Maybe you look behind your left shoulder. Come back in the center. Hands down. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Keep lengthening the back. See if you can find more space in between the vertebrae after the twisting and lengthening. Come to plank. Bring the knees down. Bend the elbows. Bring the chest down. Flatten the feet. And come to a cobra. A low cobra. Chest down. Again, roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe into cobra. And downward facing dog. You're going to walk your hands towards the feet. Have the feet equal distance here. Bring the hands on the shin. Breathe in to a straight back. Exhale, fold. Again, breathe in, long back. And fold. One more breathe in, lengthen. and fold. Grab the opposite elbows. Bring some weight towards the toes. Relax the head. Sway the elbows side to side. Release your hands to the floor or the blocks, and then you're going to widen the feet. Grab the right ankle with both hands. Breathe into long back, turn the torso towards the right leg, and then bend the elbows, bring the chest close to the leg. Breathe in, come back up, hands to the floor, and grab the other legs, the other ankle. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down. You're going to walk them forwards. Make sure both feet are grounded and come to a one leg downward dog, a short downward dog, one leg. Lengthen the back, press the floor away. And you're going to go to twist to downward dog. Grab the right ankle with the left hand. Breathe in long back. Exhale. Twist, see if you can look under the right armpits. And then move the hand back to the floor and do the other side. Grab the left ankle, breathe in, lengthen, exhale, twist deeper, bending the right arm, look under the left armpit, and bring the head down. Then the legs jump, come to a squat with the feet outside your hands, and then hands in prayer. Let your hips sink and relax. With your elbows, press the knees out. Just a few breaths here. You can close your eyes if that feels nice. And then release the hands to the floor. And walk your feet towards one another. Bend your legs a little bit and slowly come back up. Rounding the back, one vertebra at a time. And roll the shoulders back and down. So when you're up, you're gonna have your feet wide, almost as wide, such as when you have your arms at shoulder level, your feet are below your wrists, more or less. Tailbone down, long back, the toes are slightly in, breathe in here, lengthen. Interlace the fingers, point the index towards the ceiling, and on the exhalation, you're gonna stretch to the left side. Stay here for a few breaths, just 3. Extend the index to the side, and ground your right foot down, and come back to the center. Arms at shoulder level, turn the left toes out, keep your hips squared, breathe in here, lengthen from the waist as we just did, hands to the shin or to the ankle, other arm up. See if you can bring the bottom hip forward. Lengthen the back. From here, bring the top hands to the waist. Look down at your left foot. Bend the left leg a little bit. Bring the hands forward. Lift the back leg for half moon pose. So the toes are pointing forward. You can bring the arm up. Engage that leg with the foot flex. Stay here for 2 more breaths, and then we're going to do some hip mobility here. So keep breathing. You're going to bring the top hand down, keep the hip open, the toes pointing forward, and just bring the leg to the side. Bring it back, half moon pose, and bend the front leg, come to a warrior two. Adjust your stance, arms engaged, bend the front leg, left arm up, stretch back, then come back to warrior two. Two options here, forearm on the front thigh, bring the other arm by the ear, or hand to the floor on the inside of the foot. And third option, if you feel good, see if you can bind. If you bind, bring the top shoulder back, open the chest. Wherever you are, come back to warrior two. Front palm up, exhale, stretch back. Again, warrior two, repeat the forearm on the front thigh, or go for the side angle pose with the hands outside the left foot, arm by your ear. Bring the right hand down, rotate the back foot, and bring it closer, come to a panoramic pose. Here, feet are on two different tracks, squeezing the inner thigh towards one another, long back, breathe in, and then fold. Maybe you have something to rest your hands on. 5 deep breaths. Breathing on back. You can stay here. You can try the revolve side angle or revolve triangle. So for this one, you're going to bring the right hand on the outside of the front foot or on blocks, other hands on the waist. Lengthen the back, twist. Maybe you extend your arm up, both legs strong. And slowly untwist, bring both hands down, bring the hands on the waist, ground the feet, shoulder blades down and back, come back up, turn the toes in, come back to the starting pose of the sequence, with the feet wide, toes slightly in, arms and shoulder level, breathing, lengthen, interlace the fingers, point your index. Remember, tailbone down, breathe in, ground the feet, exhale, stretch to the right. Maybe go a bit lower. Come back to the center, arms at shoulder level, turn the right toes out this time. Breathe in here. Extend from the waist, and then land your hands on the shin or the ankle or the floor. Feel breath there. Bring the top hand to the waist. Look at the front foot. Bend the right leg a little bit. Bring the hands forward. Lift the back leg up. The foot is flexed, toes pointing forward. Lengthen, maybe arm up. Without moving the leg, bring the left hand down, look down, and then bring the leg to the side, keeping the heel at shoulder at hip level. Come back to half moon pose. Left hand on the waist. Bend the front leg a little bit to land into a warrior two. Warrior two. Look at your right fingers. Bend the front leg. Back leg super engaged. Focus on the outer edge of the back foot. Make sure you're pressing it down. Turn the front palm up. Exhale, stretch back. Come back to warrior two. Your version of the side angle. Elbow on the front thigh or hands inside the front foot. Don't collapse the hips. Keep them strong. Keep pressing with the outer edge of the back foot. Maybe you bind. Come back to warrior two. Front palm up. Stretch back. Warrior two again. Hands outside the front foot. Lengthen. And then look down, bring the hands by the foot, rotate the back foot. Bring it closer. Set up for pyramid pose. So squeeze the inner thigh towards one another. First, lengthen the back. Keep the leg and flow toward the standing leg. Three more breaths. Breathing on back. Stay here or go for the revolve triangle. Left hand on the outside of the front foot. Square the hips. Lengthen the back. Maybe on up. Come back to pyramid pose. Ground the feet, square the hips, hands on the waist, come back up. And come back in the center. Turn the toes out this time. Bend the legs. Come to the goddess pose, knees out, long back, tailbone down. Lengthen here. Bring your arms up. Join the palms if you want. Lift the heels up. Heels down. Bring your hands on your thigh and you're gonna push the right thigh out, straightening the arm. And then do the other side. And come back in the center. Slide your hands down. Use the forearms to push the knees out. Long back. Drop the hips. You're going to keep the left leg bent. Straighten the right. Stretch the inner thigh. You can bring your hands in prayer if you like, for more challenge. And then switch legs. Bring the hands in the center, straighten both legs. Hands to the waist. And come back up. Bring the feet together. We're going to do balancing pose. And we're going to try eagle pose. So for this one, you're going to bring the body weight to the left foot. Bring the right knee to the chest. And then wrap your leg around the left. If you want to also wrap the toes, you can do so. But you don't have to, you can just keep them here. Arms at shoulder level. And you're going to bring the left arm over the right, as we did for the shoulder stretch at the warm-up. Back is long, elbows away from the chest. And then press your hands slightly forward to deepen the stretch. From here, maybe you sit lower and you start to round the back. Bring the elbows close to the knees. Maybe they touch. And wrap the right leg, send it back for the warrior three. Slowly bring the leg forward, knee to the chest, and release your arms. Feet wider than the hips. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Extend the arms, and then fold. So you get a chest opening to as a counter pose of the eagle arms that we just did. Roll your way towards the toes. Relax the head. Release the hands to the floor. And come back up with a rounded back. And let's do the other side. This time, body weight on the left leg, right leg. Left knee to the chest. Cross the legs. Maybe you you hook the toes, or maybe not. Also change the crossing of your arms. So this time the right arm is going over the left. Elbows away from the chest. Lift them up. Press the palms. Slowly sit lower. Round the back. Maybe you bring your elbows to your knees. And wrap the leg. Send it back. And bring the back knee forward. Slowly. Oops. Release your arms, the legs. Shake them a little bit. Again, feet wider than the hips. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Change the interlock of your fingers. So bring the other thumb up. Straighten the arms. Just open and then fold. Body weight towards the toes. If you want, you can send your hands to one side and then the other. And then release your hands. Bend the legs slightly and come back up. Feet together. So we're going to do one stretch for the calves muscles. Alex, if that doesn't work with the foam roller, let me know. And for the other participants, even if you have blogs or books, it's better if you have them. If you don't, just bring the feet together. If you have a block or something to bring one foot on, you're just gonna press the ball of the foot, the right one, on that block or prop or roll former, whatever you have. And then you bring the toes of the other foot in line with the heel. And from here, you're just gonna bend forward, grab the opposite elbows, and you're gonna feel more sensation than if you have both feet down. But if you have no props, no worries, just bring both feet down. And in that case, grab your ankles and see if you can bring the chest close to the thigh. All right, does that work with foam roller? Yeah? Okay. And at some point, so at the same time, focus on releasing the lower back. And at some point, you can bring your hands to the outside of the leg that has the foot on the prop. Just to change the stretch a little bit. Just see what you need. Same thing here, 5 deep breath. See also how it changes when you bend the leg that has no props a little bit more. You may feel the stretch more on the lower back. So really do what you want, what feels nice. And release, hands on the waist, come back up. And we'll do the other side. So ball of the left foot on the prop. Right toes align with the left heel. Just fold forward. Grab the opposite elbows first. Relax the head. And then if you want to bend the right leg a little bit more at some point, do it. Just take your time. Just a few more breaths. And slowly come back up. Okay, put the blocks away. Here, bring the feet together. Really lengthen, heels up. And then bring your hands in front of your heart and bend the legs. Sit on your hips, sorry for the cracks. Widen the knees a little bit, bring your hands down. And we can do one arm balance here. Yeah, so we can do crow pose. So your hands are as wide as the shoulders, fingers spread. Bring the hips up and see if you can bring your knees just inside the armpits. And then body weight forward, look forward, don't look at your fingers. You can lift one foot off the floor, bring it back, do the other one. If you used to crow, both feet up, bring the heels close to your butts. Stay here for a few breaths. If that's not in your practice, you're not yet, no worries. We can try, so just try one foot at a time. So really be strong on your hands, body weight forward, bend your arms, look forward, lift one foot, maybe the other one. And bring the feet back. Okay, let me see, nice. If you are in the crow pose, you can work on extending your arms. So let's do just one more round. Okay, set up. Fingers spread. Body weight forward, arms stand first. Feet up. And then slowly extend the arms. And bring the feet back to the floor. Okay, good. Just stretch your wrist, interlace the fingers, and do a few rotations. Reverse the direction. Shake them. And come to a seated pose. So we're going to do just a back bend before hip stretching. Lie down on your back, feet as wide as the hips, and then you can grab your ankles if you have a good arch in your back. If not, fingertips to the floor. Breathe in here, lift the hips up, press the feet down. If you want to grab your ankles, go for it. Lift the hips a little bit higher. And bring the hips down. Left leg to the floor, right knee to the chest. Change. Set up for the second round. So here you can go for the wheel. If you prefer to stay in bridge, you can do a bridge with one leg up, work on this side, and then you change. Keep the hips high. If you go for the wheel, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders, and you can do it in 3 steps. First, breathe in, exhale, press your hands down, come on the crown of the head, bring the elbows up and in, breathe in, and then extend the arms. Stay for 3 breaths. Bend the arms, back of the head to the floor, upper back, middle back. Extend the right leg to the floor, left knee to the chest, and change. Both knees bent. Grab the back of the thigh, rock and roll a few times. And come back to a seated pose. We're gonna fold the left leg, extend the right leg back, and go for a pigeon. Check that the back knee is really facing down. Try to square the hips. You can bring the shin forward if you have a good hip opening, or bring the hip closer to you. Fingertips to the side. Breathe in here first. Lengthen, open the chest, and then walk your hands forward. You can rest the forehead on a block, a cushion, or the floor. In this pose, close your eyes. Focus on the left hip. Try to soften it. With the exhalation, see if you can get rid of the resistance. 5 more deep breaths on this side. Walk your hands back. Tuck the back toes in. Straighten the back leg. And come to a 3-leg dog with the left leg up. Then the left leg, open the knee towards the ceiling, stretch the hip, and then bring the foot down. Bring the left knee forward, shin to the floor, extend the right leg back. Back knee facing down. Try to square the hips, fingertips to the side. Breathe in to lengthen, open the chest, and then fall forward. Long back. Same thing here, close your eyes. And try to soften as much as you can, working with the exhalation. Five more deep breath. Press your hands down, lift the chest up. Walk your hands back. Back toes in. And come to a 3-leg dog with the right leg up. Bend the right leg, open the knee towards the ceiling. Stretch the hip. And bring the foot down, knees down. Sit with your legs wide. Here you can sit on a cushion or sweater. And we're going to turn towards the left leg. Hook your thumb, turn the torso towards the leg. Stretch, lengthen the back. Come halfway down. Lengthen the back. Come back up to the center. Turn to the other leg. Lengthen the back. Come halfway down. Long back. And come back to the center. Turn toward the left leg. Halfway down. And bring the hands to the floor. Try to keep the back long. Here, close your eyes too. Take your time. There's no need to go all the way down. Try to see where you feel the stretch the most in the left leg. Hamstrings, inner thigh. Behind the knee, below. 5 more breaths. Maybe you can walk your hands forward just a little bit more. And come back up slowly. Turn to the center. And then to the other leg. Hook your thumb. Lengthen. Halfway down. And bring your hands down. Walk them forward if you have some space. Cross the eyes. Same thing here, notice the sensations. With the inhalations, if you can lengthen a little bit more the back, and then fold a little bit deeper in the exhalation. Five more deep breaths. Slowly come back up. Turn to the center. You can bring the fingertips back and then push the torso forward by pushing the fingertips down. If you already feel a lot of stretch, stay here or walk your hands forward. And so close your eyes. We're just going to stay here for about a minute. Try to stay calm, to quiet your mind. Five more breaths. Walk your hands back. Grab the back of the leg and bend the legs, feet wider than the hips. Bring your hands behind your hips and rock your knees to one side. And the other. One more time. And then you're going to lie down on the back and lift the legs, keep them bent. See if you can bring the right knee over the left. Keep the shin wide, and maybe you can grab your ankles and see if you can have your shin parallel, and then use your hands to bring the knees closer to the chest. If that's hard, you can just grab the knees Bring them close to the chest. So for this one, you should feel a stretch on the outer hip, especially the one that goes with the leg that is over the other one. And the more you're going to bring the chest close to the knees close to the chest, the deeper the stretch is going to be. Try to keep the lower back on the floor. And release. And cross your legs the other way. Grab your ankle or your shin, what is available. Keep the shin parallel. And then bring the knees to the chest. Release the pose. Extend the legs to the floor. And you're going to bend the right leg. Shift your hips slightly to the right. And then drop the right knee to the left for a spinal twist. Arms can be at shoulder level. You can keep looking at the ceiling. And you can use the left hand to very gently press on the right knee. Keep both shoulders to the floor. Bring your right leg back to the center. Extend it to the floor and the left. Shift your hips slightly to the left. And drop the left knee to the right. Bring your left leg to the center. And we're going to go for Shavasana. So you can just lie down on the floor. If you have a wall, you may want to bring your legs up the wall and just spread them on the wall and stay there. If not, legs on the floor, feet wider than the hips. Make yourself comfortable. Arms by your side with the palms facing up. Focus on the space in between your eyebrows and soften it. Relax your jaw. Soften the shoulders. Allow your arms to feel heavy. Soften the abdomen. Relax the glutes. And let your legs be heavy.
So you can stay here for as long as you want, or you can. If you need to finish the practice, just gently move your toes and your fingers. Deepen your breath. Bring your legs together and stretch the arms over the head. Point your toes and exhale. Let it go. Bend your legs. Drop the knees to one side. Rest your head on your arm. And come back to seated pose. Sit tall, hands on your legs. Breathing deeply through the nose. And exhale slowly. Thanks for joining today's class. If you have any questions, please let me know. If there anything you want me to prepare for next class, let me know as well. Things that you feel like you need, if you need more, I don't know, breathing exercise, or if you need a practice that is more challenging, I'm open to any suggestions. If you're all good, well, just have a good rest of your day, and thanks again for joining. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.